right, welcome back. In this episode, we are going to start sailing to our favorite island. So in the last episode, we built our ship, we built our base on our starting island, and now we're going to head out. But first, we're going to go over a couple of things for the video logs, tips, tricks, and so on. The first one is to hit escape, go to options, go to advanced settings, and here show tutorial hint, which is all of this tip text here on keys. I no longer need that, I don't think. Turn it off by just clicking that, and now it's gone, so we're going to save. All right, so now we don't have that in the way. Another thing is, if you want to take screenshots or just want it out of the way, if you hit the back button, you take all of that out of the way, and you've got a complete, it's a hammerhead shark. You take that all out. The next one is a cheat that I use, and we're going to hit tilde, and then we're going to put in cheat set ignore wind to 1, which turns it on. And if you look up here, you're going to see, as soon as I hit enter, you have wind with a red line through it. That means that we're ignoring wind. The next one, the next cheat, is to expose the map. So if we were to put in, let's see here, this cheat, givefow, fog of war, we put that in, we go to the atlas, and now we can see the entire map. But the cool thing is that it still shows you where you've traveled, and we'll look at that in just a second. We're headed over to K3 right here. So let's zoom in on that. Just click in there, allows us to zoom in, K3, turn on and off grid. And we're headed right here. We're gonna build our base out here because of deeper water. There's a really nice fort here and town to build in as well, but the water's pretty shallow and dock, so we've got to do with that. All right, so if you want to get back to yourself, toggle follow character, zooms right in, allows you to center where you are on the map in your travels. So you'll see the fog of war. We haven't gone outside this area as we start to explore. And we're going to head this direction here, which is northwest, and all the way up to somewhere around 5 or 6. Then we'll cross over on the other side, and we'll come over here on 5 or 6 and sail up to K3. All right? All right, so let's raise anchor. Let's hit spacebar and drop our sails very fast. And let's get out of here and start heading the direction. So use the sextant. So up top I've got direction, and we want to head north around the island, and then we're going to start heading northwest. So we bring up the map. This is where we are. Zoom in, we're centered. Let's just head north without running into anything. And yeah, no wind. We're headed into the wind, so we don't have to worry about that, right? So that makes it very nice to start sailing, all right? So the next one to sail faster is slomo. So we're gonna go slomo, slomo. Let's just go to 2. You can go up to 12, but that's kind of dangerous. 3 or 4 is what I use. So we have infinite stats on, so when you're speeding up the game, you're also speeding up your consumption of water and food and those kind of resources, all right? Let's go to slomo 3, and that's even faster. All right, we go to the map, and you can see we're moving a lot faster, all right? Everything is faster. That just speeds up the game. All right, so we're gonna be sailing for a while. Now we're gonna chart out this direction right here, north-northwest. All right, and yeah. Otherwise, you want to enjoy the sea and the water. Oh, churning is faster too. The sea, the wind, the water. You know, slow-mo 1, kick back, watch a movie, and enjoy. Just remember when you're speeding things up, I think we're running at slomo 3, and also speeding up the ships of the damned. All right, so just something to note when you're going through. Another tip is if you hit I'm playing PC keyboard, so if you hit the right mouse button, you're able to get up and look around the area for ships of the damned. You'll hear me call them ghost ships, so on. So we can discover islands if we want, but we'll do that later. Right now we're very interested to get to our island, so let's just keep sailing that way. See how fast the ships of the damned are sailing? Moving really quick. A lot of yellow chests here. I'll wait till I see some purples, get more gold, better resources. But if interested, just stop along the way and pick those up, because you get some good resources to continue the game. So there's ships of the damned. Those are some tough ones. Red is there red in there? No, they're all yellows. See how much faster they move? There's a red one. But in PvE, they don't seem to fire their guns at us, so just don't want to run into them when you're in slow-mo at any speed. All right, so course still looks good. Yeah, got a good course, direction, missed the islands. I think there's a neutral island out there coming up. One of the things about slow-mo is that it kind of can mess up where ships are. So when you're in here, we see that the ships that we passed weren't quite where the map says they were, or at least I missed it. So that's just something to be aware of. Because we use the sextant, we can see our speed is 13.2 knots. That's not very fast, especially with, because we have great weather and great wind right now. That's not too fast. So these are level 1 sails. Turning radius isn't, speed isn't that good, but we'll rectify that when we build our next vessel, which is going to be the Caraca. Going through a trade wind. It looks like we're just going that way. So that's what the blue water means. Trade wind. You go faster if you're going in the direction it is. So that's kind of important. All right, so let's see here. We've turned and we're going to go off the edge of the world and pop over on the other side. With no wind, it helps you practice setting your sails full of wind so that you're able to practice tacking and those kind of things. All right, we've come out the other side of the world. I'm going to turn north. There's some ships of the damned right there. A little more north. Something like that should be fine. Let's check. Yeah, we're going to miss things. All right. See ya. Whoa, there's a few reds in there. Lots of great loot and crews. So, yeah. If I had better guns, I'd go take them on. But we'll do that later on because we're going to need a lot more crew members for our Caraca. We're going to put a lot of guns on that and have more sails, so this is not going to be enough crew. All right, we're at slow-mo 3, and another problem with that is when you start getting bad weather and tornadoes, you run into them. So we hit one directly and probably cause some damage, but we'll go to slow-mo 1. Slow it down a little bit, get off the sails, make sure that they're repairing as we're going. Oops. Go back on and go back to slow-mo 3. All right, so we still got a good course north. So if you hit zoom back in, you can see we're repairing. It helps you see your course. So we're going back and forth around north. So we're getting blown all over the place. Pity again when you're able to. Oops. Let me grab the wheel. There we go. The other problem with slow-mo is also speeds up your keys. All right. Yeah. No more tornadoes. There's one. Right when I said that. All right. And I think we're going to go through to the next grid. All right. We're out of the storm. That was a good one. All right. And are we still on course? Blown over. No, we're not. So let's look at the islands. Oh, K4, there's depth. We've got to remember that. And we're going to turn a little bit. Wind is really dying down. More north. More north. And yeah, we're navigating well. There's our island. It's coming up more north. Zoom back in. Went too much. There we go. Just north. We're down to 10 knots. The wind is dying down, but slow-mo makes it the travel's much easier. Wind is really dying down. We're down to 9 knots. So slow-mo 4 now. So let's look at slow-mo 5. Slow-mo 5. There we go. Wind is about dead. So we'd be going really slow. Even with our sails full of wind on these speed sails, going too slow. So 8.6 knots. Yeah, heading due north. So looking good. That's a cool looking island. We're close to. Another one over there. Yeah. I love this area. These grids are pretty good. All right, there's our island. Let's take it back to slow-mo 2. There we go. I know that's really slow. Ships to the damned over there. Let's see how bad this is. No, it's right on. All right, cool. Very nice. All right. R is open our gun ports. V is fire at will. Opening the gun port slows us down. We're at 6.9. So we're going to close our gun ports. And we see our speed come up. All right. So let's look for pirate ships off the island. I don't see any, so we're good. We're headed this way. We start to see the torch on the statue that's out front. That's not it, that's a tower. And we're going to build our base under that torch. So, yeah. Very nice. Love this island. Best one. All right. And there's the statue. He holds a big giant lantern, which is really nice. Gives us lighting while we're building. Yeah. Here it is. All right, so we're going to be parking somewhere under that lantern. It's a little shallow there, but right around that rock that we're headed towards to the right. That is where our shipyard's going to be, and our base right off of it. So very nice. Let's take it back to slow-mo 1. Slow-mo 1. There we go. See how slow we're going? This is 7.7 knots. It goes back in there. It's shallow, but schooner can get back there nicely. Bigger vessels cannot. They'll hit ground really fast. So this has got a reasonably high hull. Yeah. Hello, I'm back. I am back. All right, we're gonna drop anchor somewhere in here as soon as I get turned around here. Back up a little bit. You can see the rocks we gotta be careful of. And drop anchor right here. So we have arrived, yeah. And what we're going to do is go into fly mode and show a couple things. So number one is water depth. So you can see it's pretty shallow right here, but a lot of distance on the hull there. We're going to go out here a little bit where it starts to drop off, and we're going to put our massive Klinger shipyard right here. Nice, very nice. All right, so this is where our base is going to be. Let's go back here and take a look. First, let me make it morning. Yeah, that's better. That is better. So you can build a shipyard off of that. The water's deep enough for the Caracca and little larger vessels. Not, I don't think a galleon or larger, but look at this. We've got some docks. This is way too shallow. You got to put a dinghy in here. But great place to build. I've had a base right here inside, and there's a fort here. Some good resources, metal, some things that are here. So very nice. We're going to have to go kill some pirates and claim the island. But let's go ahead and land right in here. Right here, and discover the island. Walk. And here we are. The Blue Enclave. Yeah. We have arrived. All right, we're going to start building. So first thing to do, come over here, drop down a smitty, and get the party started. So walk. Level 7. Oh. I think I'll just kill you. All right. So, yeah, that happened. We have arrived. So we got a lot of exploring to do. We got a lot of ships off there. Why didn't the Fog of War show up there in K4? Citrus got a little bit of a skip there. Good to note. See whether that sets when I reset the game. So, yep. We are, so I zoomed out. Okay, it's still zoomed in. Still centered on where I am. All right, perfect. So, yeah, I think that's going to end this episode. Not sure if I'm going to make another one. I just wanted to show how I get started, where I start for future playthroughs. And next, if we do another episode, it's just basically our base is done. Quit shoving me around. Hello. So, yeah, we're going to do that, maybe. I'm going to get over and start playing some other games. I just wanted to log my Atlas starting guide for myself when I return or my friends return. So until that next episode, if there is one, on Atlas, happy gaming!